Hello students, so welcome to our next video. In the previous video we have discussed different communication topologies. Okay? The first one we have seen the star topology, second one is the ring topology, and third one is the tap topology. Okay? So in this video I'll discuss different communication technologies used. Okay? So as discussed earlier, all the control devices communicate with each other, okay, through a communication channel for transferring the data. Means all the devices which are connected, okay, they communicate with each other. Why they communicate? Because to transfer the data and receive the data. Okay. So in wired communication, if there is a transmission of data through a wire, this communication media may be electrical conductor made up of copper wire. Okay, so if they are wired, then it is a copper conductor used. Okay, it may be optical conductor, okay, which are made up of optical fiber cable. Okay, so it may be wired cable which is made up of copper, and second one is the optical fiber. Okay, the points on the circuit of a device where these mediums are connected are referred as a communication port. Okay, so if in a network, if these two mediums are connected, then it is called as a communication port. Okay, so first one is the wired communication, and second one is the fiber optic cable. Okay, remember these two communication methods which are widely used in SCADA system. Now we will discuss in detail about the wired communication and fiber optic communication. In wired communication, this type of communication medium based on the wired technology consists of a copper cable used point-to-point or tap network configuration. Okay, so it consists of a copper cable, as discussed. It consists of a copper cable which is used for point-to-point communication or a tapped network configuration. Okay. So this type of communication is normally used for communication between PLC to PLC, PLC to control devices, and vice versa. PLC is also a control device. Okay, it is also a controller. Okay, so the communication can be between PLC to PLC or PLC to control device and control device to PLC. Okay, in wired communication, copper-based network, three type of copper conductors are used. Okay, so in copper, if copper conductor is there, then three types of copper conductors are used. First one is the STP. What is STP? Shielded twisted pair. Shielded twisted pair. In this type of pair, insulated conductors are bundled together. Means insulated conductors are bundled. Okay, bundled together to reduce the effect of mutual inductance interference. Okay, if two conductors are running parallelly, then once magnetic field will interfere with the electromagnetic field is interfered with the second magnetic field. So to reduce that mutual inductance, they are bundled together with the help of insulator. Okay, also these all conductors are covered with a metallic foil. Okay, so these all conductors are covered with a metallic foil to reduce the capacitive coupled interface among them. Okay, so to reduce the capacitance between these two conductors, if there are 5 conductors which are twisted and paired, then these 5 conductors are coated with the aluminium. Okay, metallic foil, and to reduce the capacitance between them. Okay, so first one is the STP, second one is the UTP. Okay, what is UTP? Unshielded twisted pair. As the name suggests, it is unshielded. Technology includes an individual pair of insulated conductors. These pair of conductors are twisted together to reduce the effect of inversely coupled interference. Okay, so it is twisted together to reduce the effect of inductively produced interference. Okay, so second one is the UTP. Okay, third one is the coaxial cable, which is also known as coax. COAX includes the single conductor based technology. In this conductor is surrounded by a dielectric material which is covered with a metallic sheet of jacket. So in this only one conductor is there, and which is surrounded by a dielectric material which is covered with a metallic shield in the jacket. So next point is the fiber optic cable. Okay, so in fiber based optic fiber are used for transmission of data. Okay, so optic fiber is used for transferring the data. Each fiber optic cable consists of a glass fiber core. Okay, so in fiber optic there is a glass fiber core with an additional layer of glass over it. So if fiber optic core is there, then there is a covering with an additional layer of glass. Okay, glass. This type of fiber optic cables technology is called as cladding. Okay, so CLADDING. So this type of arrangement is called as cladding. Cable size of these fiber optics cables are typically defined on the basis of diameter of the core and the cladding in the unit of microns. Okay, so it depends on the diameter of the core and cladding of the unit, which is measured in microns. Okay, different types of fiber optical fibers are used. Okay, first one is the single mode fiber and second one is the multi mode fiber. Okay, so these are two communication technology which are widely used by the SCADA. First one is the wired and second one is the fiber optics. Okay, so let's see one more topic. Okay, standards for communication media in SCADA systems. Standards for communication media. So there is certain standards for communication. Okay, standard designation first, RS-232. Okay, with RS-232 is the standard medium. Okay, then conductor type, it is copper with 9-pin connection. Okay, connection is point to point, means if there are two devices then it is point to point. Transmission speed is 265 kbps. Maximum distance is 15 meters. Okay, and RS-232 where it is used, its application is laptop computer to PLC. Okay, if I have laptop, then if I want to connect my laptop to the computer, then I will use RS-232 communication or RS-232 standard method. Okay, the second one is RS-485. So RS-485 is also a conductor. Okay, conductor in it is UTP or STP. Its connection is multi-drop. Okay, its speed is high, that is up to 10 Mbps, and its distance is also 1000 meters. So where it is used, if I have to connect my PLC to the field devices where actually I am controlling the device. Okay, so that field devices is connected with the PLC through RS-485 wire. Okay, next one is the CAT5. Okay, CAT5. It's also a copper made multi-drop and its speed is 100 Mbps. 100 Mbps. Okay, so and where it is used for PLC to PLC or any type of controller to controller communication or data exchange. Okay, so this is used here, PLC to PLC communication. Next one is RG6. It is made up of copper. Okay, it can be also made up of fiber. Okay, single mode fiber or multi mode fiber. Okay, its speed is more than 1 GB. If it is fiber, then its speed is more than 1 Gbps. Okay, and if it is multi-drop copper made, then its speed is 5 Mbps. Okay, it's preferred for a long distance. Okay, if it is copper, then it's up to 1000 meters, and if it is fiber, then it can be extended to 50 to 50 kilometers. Okay, and where it is used for long distance telecommunications. Okay, and also PLC to control room. Okay, control room and PLC to PLC. Okay, these are the standard communication media. Which are the standard communication media? First one is the RS-232 for laptop to PLC. Second one is the RS-485 where it is used PLC to field devices. Third one is the CAT5. CAT5 means it is used for communication between PLC to PLC. RG6. Fourth one is the RG6. RG6, it is used for PLC to PLC and for video transferring or video displaying. Okay, and also in that if it is fiber, then it is used for long distance communication and PLC to control room or PLC to PLC. Okay, so these are the standard communication media in SCADA system. Okay, so I think these two topics is over, and we have discussed wire communication and fiber optics and some standard communication media. Okay.